मैं अपनी इस बाल्टी को थोड़ा लेफ्ट में खिसका देता हूं so that I will have space to do other activities. Now I have brought this iron block once again down. लेकिन इस बार स्प्रिंग बैलेंस के साथ लेके आया हूं. रीजन बीइंग आई वांट टू मेजर द मास ऑफ द आयरन ब्लॉक. वजन करना है मेरे को. And as per the reading of the spring balance, the mass of the iron block is 5 kg. MB is equal to 5 kg. So weight of iron block will be how much? 5 into G Newton. WB is equal to 5 into G Newton. Weight बोले तो gravitational force, and gravitational force is mass into acceleration due to gravity. And unit of force is Newton. So weight is equal to 5 into G Newton. वॉल्यूम ऑफ आयरन ब्लॉक VB इज इक्वल टू 2 liters. ये आयरन ब्लॉक का साइज जो है इट इज 2 liters, दैट इज 2 into 10⁻³ मीटर क्यूब. और हाँ, लीटर जो है ना, वी यूजुअली मेजर द वॉल्यूम ऑफ लिक्विड्स. पानी, मिल्क, ऑयल एंड ऑल दैट, वाटर, मिल्क, ऑयल एंड ऑल दैट, वी मेजर इन लीटर्स. बट दैट डजंट मीन लीटर इज समथिंग ओनली फॉर लिक्विड्स. Solids का volume भी we can measure in liters. However, when we purchase any solid object from shop, we don't measure the size in liters because it is very difficult to measure the size of solid objects in liters. जैसे भाजी तरकार वगैरह, that we measure it in mass only, वजन ही देखते हैं, वॉल्यूम नहीं देखते हैं, because it is very inconvenient to measure the volume of these solid objects. But that doesn't mean volume cannot be measured and it cannot be expressed in liters for solid objects. Okay, coming to the point, volume of this iron block is 2 liters. अब मैंने क्या किया? I have inserted the iron block in water. पानी में डुबा दिया उसको. So what has happened? The water level has increased. पानी का लेवल बढ़ गया. This was the earlier level of water. This is the increase in level of water. पानी का जो वॉल्यूम जो बढ़ गया है, that is that much. Proper word would be that is the volume of water displaced. Volume of water displaced is VW, that is 2 liters. Obviously, आयरन ब्लॉक का जितना वॉल्यूम रहेगा उतना ही पानी वो डिस्प्लेस करेगा. Volume of displaced water will be volume of the iron block itself. VW is equal to VB is equal to 2 liters. Density of water is how much? It is 1 kg per liter. D is equal to 1 kg per liter. ये तो हमने देखा था ना पहले. अब देखो what happens when I insert this iron block in water. The water exerts a force on the iron block in the upward direction. And this force is known as buoyant force. ये हम जानते हैं. And because of buoyant force, the iron block appears to have become lighter. बोले तो spring balance का reading जो है वो कम हो जाएगा. It will appear as if its mass has reduced. Actually उसका mass कम नहीं होता. So the apparent weight of iron block after inserting in water is, let us say, 3 into G Newton. 3 kg वाला वेट W डैश इज इक्वल टू 3 इंटू G न्यूटन. बोले तो अभी स्प्रिंग बैलेंस में 3 दिख रहे हैं. मास इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम इंटू डेंसिटी. ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम. मास ऑफ डिस्प्लेस्ड वाटर विल बी हाउ मच? वॉल्यूम इंटू डेंसिटी, दैट इज 2 into 1, दैट इज 2 kg. वेट ऑफ डिस्प्लेस्ड वाटर विल बी 2 into G न्यूटन. WW is equal to 2 into G Newton. अब देखो, पहले वजन कितना था of iron block? It was 5 kg weight. Now after inserting in water, the weight appears to be 3 kg weight. Difference is how much? 2. 5 minus 3, that is 2. And look here, weight of displaced water is how much? 2. 2 into G Newton, 2 kg वाला weight. Therefore, WB minus W dash is equal to WW. Loss of weight of iron is equal to weight of displaced water. और ये जो स्टेटमेंट है, loss of weight of iron is equal to weight of displaced water, this is not a coincidence. Coincidence बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, ऐसा ही होता है हर बार. लॉस ऑफ वेट इज ड्यू टू buoyant force acting on it. ये तो हम जानते हैं. Water is applying a buoyant force. So loss of weight is numerically equal to the buoyant force. Hence we have buoyant force is equal to weight of displaced water. जितना पानी डिस्प्लेस होता है उसका जो वेट रहेगा that will be the buoyant force acting on the object which has been inserted in water. And this statement is known as आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल. आर्किमिडीज का नाम आपने सुना रहेगा, शायद आपके हिस्ट्री के टेक्स्ट बुक में भी आया रहेगा. ही वॉज अ वेरी फेमस साइंटिस्ट. इट इज हिज प्रिंसिपल, आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल. और इस बार मैं इस बाल्टी को थोड़ा नजदीक लेके आता हूं. आई विल ब्रिंग द बकेट क्लोजर टू माई सेल्फ सो दैट आई कैन सी इट मोर बिगर. नजदीक लेके आया हूं इसलिए बड़ा दिख रहा है. प्रीवियस टाइम वी वर यूजिंग आयरन ब्लॉक, दिस टाइम वी विल यूज अ वुडन ब्लॉक. Reason being, wooden block is a floating object. पहली बार हमने sinking object को स्टडी किया था ना. Now we will study a floating object. Mass of the wooden block MB is equal to 200 gram, that is 0.2 kg. So weight of the block is WB equal to 0.2 into G Newton. Volume of the block is 2 liters. वो जो iron block जो था ना, this is of the same size, same volume, that is 2 liters. Volume of displaced water is VW equal to 0.2 liters. Here you may get surprised. पिछली बार तो volume of displaced water was 2 liters. वो iron block का जितना volume था, that much volume of water was getting displaced. This time why it is 0.2 liters? Because if you notice, this wooden block is not completely getting immersed in water. It is floating on water ना, पूरी तरह से अंदर नहीं जाता है. That is why पानी सिर्फ थोड़ा सा ही displace होता है. Only little water rises like this. It is not 2 liters, it is less than 2 liters. 0.2 liters. And mass of displaced water is volume into density, that is 0.2 into 1 kg. That is 0.2 itself. So weight of displaced water will be 0.2 into G Newton. अब देखो WB देखो ऊपर and नीचे WW. Both of them are equal. So WB is equal to WW. In statement form it can be mentioned like this. Weight of wooden block is equal to weight of displaced water. WB was wooden block का weight and WW was weight of displaced water. Both of them are equal. और ये coincidence नहीं है. This is not a coincidence. There is some reason why that happens that we will understand now. देखो, wood is floating means apparent weight of wood is 0. लकड़ी float हो रहा है ना, that means it appears, ऐसा लगता है कि उसका वजन 0 हो गया है. That is why it is not falling down, it is on the water. And it only appears, that's why I am using the word apparent weight. Apparent. Hence, loss of weight of wood is equal to weight of wood itself. Weight 0 हो गया ना. So, entire weight is lost. So, loss of weight is equal to weight itself. और ये loss of weight होता किसके वजह से है? Because of upthrust exerted by water. पानी ऊपर की तरफ जोर लगाता है ना. That force is the reason for the loss of weight. Hence, loss of weight of wood is equal to the upthrust of water. Loss of weight and upthrust are numerically equal. And we know by Archimedes principle, upthrust of water is equal to weight of displaced water. और हमको ये मालूम पड़ गया था कि weight of displaced water is equal to weight of wood. So, upthrust is equal to weight of wood itself. And over here, what happens is, this wood which is there, wooden block, it doesn't go completely inside the liquid. वो थोड़ा सा ही अंदर जाता है. Not only wood, any other floating object like thermocol, plastic or anything, it doesn't go completely inside. Usually it goes partly inside only. ऐसा क्यों होता है? That I will explain. Because when it enters the water, it displaces a part of the water. जितना वो अंदर जाएगा, उतना पानी वो displace करेगा. And the more water it displaces, more upthrust it will experience. And when the upthrust becomes equal to its weight, उसका वजन, that time it starts floating. मतलब वो अंदर जाएगा, it will keep on going inside and it will displace more and more water. So upthrust will go on increasing until it becomes equal to the weight of that object. That is when the object floats. And this reason is not applicable only in water and wood. It is applicable for any fluid in place of water and any floating object in place of wooden block. So we can say a floating object usually doesn't enter fully inside the fluid. The volume of fluid displaced by it depends on how much it has gone inside. The upthrust acting on it is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. When the upthrust becomes equal to weight of object, it remains there and floats. और ये स्टेटमेंट मैंने सिर्फ आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए लिखा है. You don't have to memorize this statement. इसको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. It is only for your understanding. However, this statement you have to remember. Archimedes principle. When a body is immersed fully or partially in a fluid, it experiences an upward force that is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it.